Firelands Elementary. Today's date is March 22nd, 2013.
Firelands Elementary friends, my name is Miss Thomas. I'm your principal, and I want to thank each of you for working your very hardest to keep Firelands Elementary School safe. You've shown great leadership, and you're making good decisions. Let's continue on that path. Here are your morning announcements.
Please rise
for the Pledge of Allegiance.
like bullying at our school. It isn't nice and it isn't cool. Every school has a right to be safe and fun and bully free. We don't like bullying and so we say, no more bullying begins today. We won't take it, we say no. N-O. Being mean and bullying has got to go.
Today's weather will be like snow showers, and 27.
Mr. John Loffman came to the 5th grade on Tuesday, March 19th. Mr. Loffman is a weatherman for Channel 24. He talked to us about forecasting weather. How long have you worked at Firelands?
I have worked at Firelands for 5 years now.
What is your favorite part about this school?
My favorite part is definitely the students. The staff and the community is wonderful.
Have you ever taught a different grade before?
I have also taught 4th grade and 5th grade.
What do you like to do outside of school?
Well, I have 3 boys. I have Danny, who is 9, and I have Jackson, who's 5, and my youngest is 3. His name is Carson. I have 2 dogs, Shelby and Macy, so I spend a lot of time with my family. And I also help out with the Erie Shore Humane Society. I foster animals and help place them in homes. So it takes up a lot of time.
And what is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is writing. I like to see the growth the students show from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. I have such great authors.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me, Sadie.
4th graders participated in pie station rotations. They shared apple and cherry pies. Courtesy of Mrs. Baldwin, Chase's mom worked on memorizing as many digits of pie as they could, and then they worked on blowing bubbles on their desks. When the bubbles popped, they left a ring behind. Students measured both the diameter and circumference of the circles and then compared. They noticed that the relationship that the circumference of the circle was about 3 or pi times longer than the diameter. 5th graders also learned about circumference in The Dragon of Pi, a story in which his son Radis, a knight circumference, was changed with finding the solution to a riddle in order to cure his father, who he had accidentally turned into a dragon. They also worked on a memorization challenge using Paimon, the game Simon meets pi digits, listen to music with notes that correlated to the digits in pi, learn pi trivia, and strung colored beads in the order of the digits in pi. Students made a key so that each number had a certain color of bead assorted with it. They also ate pie, Mrs. Snyder's pudding pie.
Spring begins on Wednesday, March 20th, 2013, and ends on Friday, June 21st, 2013. It's simple to know when spring is arriving. The sun rises in the earlier hours of the morning and sets later in the afternoon. The days get slightly warmer. Spring flowers start to appear. Birds start building their nests and farmers deliver newborn lambs. Weather in the spring is very varied. Some days it may be cold enough to snow, and some days it is warm enough to play out in the garden. Spring months can also be awfully windy. Weather varies, though, the spring worldwide.
Easter morning, and you know that he was there.
On Wednesday, March 20th, the top spellers from the 5th and 6th grade came together to compete in the 5th and 6th grade annual spelling bee. The 20 contestants were judged by Mrs. Neal, Mrs. Scally, Mrs. Snyder, and bee coordinator Mrs. Palmer. Ms. Jackson pronounced the words for each speller. After a long battle and difficult competition, 5 finalists were chosen. They are as follows. First place, Danny Hager, 5th grade. Second place, Logan Willis, 6th grade. Third place, Mary Beth Petrie, 5th grade. Fourth place, Alex Sindel, 6th grade. Fifth place, Bo Brood, 6th grade. 5 finalists will go on to compete at the Lyon County Spelling Bee on May 5th at 4 p.m. in Amherst. Congratulations on your achievement.
I'll be all in clover, and when they look me over.
These are some facts about Easter. Did you know Easter always falls between March 22nd and April 25th? Easter. This celebrates Jesus Christ's resurrection from the dead, Christianity's most important holiday. Americans celebrate Easter with a large Easter egg hunt on the White House lawn. The first Easter basket was made to look like the bird's nest. The greatest festival of the Christian church commemorates the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It is one of the oldest and the holiest of festivals of the Christians. The maiden chocolate egg recipe was made in Europe in the 19th century. In the catalog of kids' favorite
Last Friday was the mother-son luau at Firelands Elementary School. 90 couples made their way to the gymnasium for an evening of fun, dancing, and snacks. The event was DJ'd by our very own Mr. Seeley. A good time was had by all.
In the Easter parade,
on the avenue,
there with the crowd,
5th Avenue,
you'll be so proud.
the photographers will snap us,
And you'll find that you're